What's good? It's Ozman the Wizard.
And Naima,
This is not another damn
another
podcast
damn podcast
presented by our
for
damn
themselves.
episode 379.
They said nine.
Nine, baby. Let's go. Everybody in Chicago know the nine.
You
79.
say something.
On any part of the nine, too, from the lakefront all the way over, like past Cicero, pretty much.
Damn.
Nine.
Nine.
The nine, baby.
Popping.
Yeah. We all know what time it is with the nine. Yeah. But definitely, how was your weekend? First of all, shout out, we finally got some rain. Let's talk about that first.
Yeah, because it was raining for a
Yeah, they
minute.
said it's the first rain of the month of September. That's wild. It's like it hasn't rained.
Damn.
We haven't gotten any rain this month. So yeah, shout out to the rain.
I wonder why people would say bad. Like, I need this grass because my
Yeah,
grass looking good. A lot of people like my grass is looking bad.
yeah. A couple of people, yeah, like were waiting on that rain. So now you got some. It's been
Hmm.
a long time coming.
Heck. Because I didn't even think about like the whole month and
Yeah,
we
I
almost
saw
at
that.
the end.
I saw one of the weather folks in Chicago talking about that. Yeah, like no rain in September. I'm like, yeah, it's been a drought in September. You're right.
And then we had like our Indian summer because it's like been like 85, 86 degrees now. And I'm like, okay. But
Well,
one thing it didn't do, I'm glad it didn't rain on Saturday because the Chicago Classic was Saturday.
the football.
And we did go to the Classic, yeah. Because Ariana went as a field trip with her school, but then since they had some extra tickets, then we were able to go. But we weren't sitting with them. But then I was just able to meet up with her and just take her so she didn't have to take the bus back to the school or whatnot.
Who had the good seats? Aria, yo.
Actually, both were both like so she had the better ones, but like ours weren't
Aria
bad
had the
either.
good seats. I was just about to say
Yeah,
that.
ours weren't bad either. They weren't bad. They weren't bad
I'm
seats.
talking shit, but I could tell, like, say, all right, you probably got the good seats. I ain't sitting with y'all.
But it was a good experience for her because the classic, it is an all day thing. So she was there all day. So she did get to experience the whole day. Like she saw the battle of the high school bands and went to like the career fair fest thing or whatever. So it was a nice experience, something that she got to really enjoy. And um I did enjoy the classic because like I went to PWI, so seeing the HBCU, like just seeing the energy and just getting that feel,
That's why
watching.
these classics were started
Yeah.
to bring a slice of HBCU culture to places that don't
The
have it.
markets that don't have it, right?
It's like say why should just like all the like Atlanta and like places in Jackson, Mississippi, why should they get all in Washington DC, why should they have all the fun? Let's take it on the road. It's like that's how these classics start.
Hmm.
So then you get Chicago, like New York is like Indianapolis got the Circle City Classic
Hmm.
is down there. So they say, let's take this on the road. That's where these classics started. Bring some of that
Yeah.
flavor to other cities. Yeah.
But it was cool. And then like watching the Battle of the Bands at halftime. So that was cool. So I'm like, okay. I'm like, I got to see that they was getting the girls was doing they, size dance. I'm like, okay, they was getting it in. I'm like,
Looking
look
like
at them
looking,
go.
looking like drum lines.
Right. I was like, look at them go. Look at them go.
Hope
And
nobody played Flight of the Bumblebee out.
nobody played Fly the Bumblebee. They played Bat That Ass Up. Cause as soon as I heard, I was like, it's Bat That Ass Up right there, dude. Like I know Bat That Ass Up when I hear it. I know that. You can't get me on that. But my proud moment was they did a tribute. They played Before I Let Go because they in honor of Frankie Beverly. And Ari texted me and then she sent me a video of I guess where they were at. And she was like, in honor of Frankie Beverly. And I was like, see, I'm a proud mom. Like I'm doing the right thing. I'm raising my daughter right. She know Frankie Beverly. She know Before I Let Go. So I feel accomplished as a mom. Even if she just done it up to the rest of the year. I have not failed as a mom. As a black mom, I have not failed. I know you looking like what the hell. You know Frankie Beverly in the black community. You know how he was for us. We talked
Especially
about it.
that song in particular.
Yeah, for the black community. So,
Me, I was at a sneaker ball last night.
oh,
At a birthday party, yeah, sneaker ball. So, yeah, yeah, show out, yeah. Rock some fresh J's. Like, yeah, went shopping in my own closet. I got stuff I've never worn before.
I said, what J's did you wear?
Yeah, fresh Jordan ones. Yeah, like yeah,
Hmm.
I'd never worn. They like
Can't go
that's
wrong with Jordan ones.
yeah. I think I'm being biased, but I think I had like one of the best to top five looking best looking shoes in there. It's my opinion, but because they were rocking somebody had on like the guest of honor like he had on Ewings, yeah, like
Okay.
yeah, he had on like so it was like I ain't seen the Ewing since like the night.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a nice find. That's a
go
nice
back there.
find.
It's like I saw some shell toes. I saw some a lot of people wearing Jordans, of course. Yeah,
Hmm.
Jordans. Yeah, we're checking the shell. Somebody had on the Chuck Taylors, the high ones that look like wrestling.
Nice.
Like yeah, like
Any suede Pumas.
I didn't see any Pumas. Yeah,
Because that was a good one. Suede Pumas was that was the
I
lick
had
right there.
I had a pair that I got
I
stolen.
remember that they got stolen. I remember
The
those.
black and red ones, the breads, I guess you would say. And then I had later on I bought some black and white ones, yeah, like later.
Hmm.
They kind of look like Vans, yeah, like the black and white ones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I like the sneaker balls. Like the kids went to one last school year and they were decked out at the sneaker ball, but and then Khalil only wore his sneakers one time because they were almost too small then. Then the next time we tried to put them on, then he had outgrew them. So
For the
yeah.
kids, you gotta give them a size too big. So
Right. So I have a pair of Jordan ones that he wore twice and
ones I wore last night, I wore them once. Like, yeah, who knows?
he wore
Who knows
twice.
if I'll ever
So
wear those again? Who knows?
somebody's gonna come up on them. I know who I'm gonna give them to if they can wear them. Somebody's gonna come up on those. Like they won't go to waste.
Yeah, that's when I was just buying shit. When I got out, like I went on I went a little sneaker crazy for a while. I was just buying shit.
But that does happen because in your childhood, like your parents, well, depending on who your parents were, you heard no from your parents. So
Oh,
you
I had a brother around the same age, so I heard a
and
lot of
you had a brother about
yeah,
your
'cause,
age.
yeah, you gotta buy two of everything. So it was a lot of no's. It's like
Yeah, so you're gonna hear
like they
no.
said we would buy one pair, we're not buying two. So like so it's either two or nothing. It's like you can't just get one kid. It's like yeah, it's like, so like we
Hmm.
heard a lot of those. Like nah.
So after you hear so many no's after a while, then when you become an adult and then you know you're working your good job and everything, all the stuff that you couldn't buy as a kid, now you want to buy everything.
Especially this Jordan stuff because they always releasing the retros. Like that's retro Jordans is big business. They do better than
Hmm.
the new Jordans. I mean,
Hmm.
you see with the new Jordans, like not many. It's like like
Yeah,
people it's like the retros is what folks like wearing. It's like
yeah.
so it's
Look
big.
at wherever a release is done, look at it. Look at who's out for the releases.
Yeah.
Oh, so and so drop on this date. So and so drop Tuesday. They're gonna be out getting them.
It takes you back to that time. It's like oh, like I was in sixth grade when these came out. It's
I
like
was in seventh grade when these dropped.
yeah, man, you want them? It's like yeah, 'cause you didn't get them in sixth grade. So,
Low key, I still want my my Charlotte Hornets jacket. The I still want one of those. I still want one of those with the pullover and the hand with the pouches you can have right there. Because that Charlotte, for whatever reason, everybody wanted that Charlotte Hornets gear. Everybody liked that.
I'd rock the Bulls version of that one, but I get what you.
I would like the Bulls one too, but I mean, I love purple and turquoise, so that
Yeah,
was my thing. I love my purple. I love my turquoise right there.
rock
So,
the Bulls version of that. Yeah.
so I still think I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna go online, find it from somewhere, and buy one.
So that's it's like I said, I got mad shit I've never even worn. Like just buy it and like or shit I wore like once and shit. I got wood grain Air Force Ones and shit. Like why would even buy these? They look like some like a UPS truck and shit. That's what they look like. They all
Nah,
brown and
that's
everything.
true.
It's like, yeah. I got shoes that look like a fucking UPS truck and shit. But just because they were different, I said, "Oh, I'm gonna get these." And they're like, "Nah, God,
These
like,
are different. I'm gonna
why?
check. I'm gonna get these out.
Wore them like once. Like, why'd I even buy these?"
I would say start by categorizing all your shoes. Get your shoe display boxes and then categorize, put your whole thing together, and then do that. You may determine, like you may sell some. You may want to, maybe after you
Yeah,
go
there's
through
a
your
lot of
inventory and see what you
that
got.
with one a notorious sneakerhead. Like now we're gonna go down this sneaker rabbit hole and say before we get to the good stuff, we're gonna get the small stuff out of the way right now. So yeah,
Hmm.
it's like this dude, his name was the Mayor. Like he was like a notorious sneaker, had like probably over 1,000 pairs. Like he had his shoe display, but it was like it's basically like a little a miniature house and shit, almost like his shoe
Yeah,
closet is like this
that's a lot going
like
on.
the coach house for basically just shoes and shit, basically something like that. Yeah, like his display is like yeah, he was one of the but he sold off a lot of his collection.
Or
Yeah,
like if my summer was full of shoes, like that.
sold off
What
a
the
lot of
hell?
his collection.
What
Yeah,
the hell?
because
That's a lot going on.
he was like yeah, I'm getting rid of a lot of this stuff. Yeah, because he had a lot. Yeah,
It does become a bit where you do have to make a decision after a while.
yeah,
So, because it's end of September, we have one quarter left of the year.
yeah,
So, start purging.
yeah.
Purge your house. See what you can get rid of. Don't take that shit into 2025. We're not taking old shit into 2025. We moving forward.
Shout out Complex. I love their sneaker shopping series they have on the Complex site. Yeah, it's like
Hmm.
it's they show like celebrities and like what they buying and all of that. It's like the guy like, it's pretty cool. You can see like what your favorite celebrities are into. Yeah.
Hmm.
It's like not just ball players, just celebrities in general. So of course they have like all the ball players because
Yeah, all the ballers there. That's a
they
must.
have
Yeah.
just like other celebs too. Like you can see like
Hmm.
what Kim Kardashian is into, for example. Like, it's like people like that. I mean, yeah, have just like random. Then they had the wrestlers. They'd be on there. That's the ones I like. What? What's your name, big
Did
man?
you,
Like
did you say Kamala Harris was on there? You said she was
Kamala,
on.
she did an episode when the 2020, yeah, when the presidential election
Hmm.
appeared on there. Well, this chick is not a sneaker. She bought one pair and it was a pair of Chucks and shit. Like, knock it off. It's
That's what she wears. That's what she wears.
not a sneaker.
Converse are a good choice if if you're not into sneakers like
We,
that.
we,
That's a good choice.
we didn't need a whole episode of somebody buying a pair of Chucks. Though. It's like, come
For
on.
Air Force Ones, that's another good, you get some Air Force Ones if you don't want to go too, out the
The
box.
standards is like Chucks, Air Force Ones, and Vans. Those are three
Yeah,
standards.
you can't go wrong with those.
Those is like those are like everybody should have like at least one pair, a pair of one of those. Like if not
Hmm.
all, like if you like, you should have a pair of ones, Chucks, or Vans. It's like yeah,
Hmm.
not necessarily all three. A pair with one of those each. Like most sneaker folks should have a pair of one of those. It's like in my opinion, but what do I know? Uh, so do we want to get to the bullshit or let's yeah let's just before we get into that yeah let's just
See my face. I'm like,
before we get
know where we going.
before
All
we get
right. Before the bull.
rest in peace Tito Jackson. I want to go start there.
Yes, yes.
Another legend from the legendary Jackson family from Gary, Indiana, 2300 Jackson Street. That Jackson family. You know, it's
You guys know the dance.
the third oldest Jackson, the second oldest Jackson 5 member. Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
70 years
Seven.
lost him. Yeah. By pretty almost right after we finished recording last week, yeah, we that's why I said so we'd talk about it this week, yeah. Like right after we
Mhm.
finished, like I heard about
When I
Tito.
saw that, I was like, oh my gosh, like Tito? Like, wasn't he just performing? Because I know that
Yeah.
they were
I
performing.
saw on YouTube, I saw a show they did on the 31st. It was some festival at the Jacksonville.
Gosh.
Jackie, Tito, and Bar, like stayed all these well, like now it's just the other two. Like they're only three that's still performing. Because
Mhm.
of course Michael's gone, rest in peace. It's like Randy retired, like
Randy retired,
after
yeah.
the MSG shows, that was it for him. He probably just
Hmm.
did that just like one more time with my brothers and shit. Like
Hmm.
after the MSG shows in 2001, he retired after that.
Yeah.
And then Jermaine has just been AWOL. He's kind of like distant right now. So he was so it was Jackie, Tito, Marlon, and then you had like some of Tito's sons. I saw at least one of them up there, like the three T, because it's like it's a light skin too. I'm like that's one of Tito's sons. I'm sure. Like,
We know them three T boys. We know what they look like.
that's what the Jacksons have been touring. Like that's the version that's been touring now. And Jackie has kind of become the de facto lead. It's like because without Michael or Jermaine, it's like he did like most of the leads on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, rest in peace, Tito Jackson. Oh, yeah.
Mm-mm-mm. Just sad that you see like your like these legendary people passing and
Yeah, like the Jacksons is some of my earliest memories of music. I always say that. It's like Off the Wall and the Triumph album is my earliest memories of
can
Michael.
you feel it? Can you
That's some early
feel it?
memories.
Can you feel it?
I was like 79, 80, so I was like little when those cats come
I
out.
remember when I don't make it out the sunshine. My BET would play that video. It's like a throwback.
I don't that I didn't see that price. I was grown. I
They
don't
play it as a throwback on BET later.
I saw that probably like 20 years later. I don't know. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't see that till like 2001 or something like that. But
Oh gosh. But mm-mm-mm.
yeah. But
So
yeah, the Triumph album, that's Marley's Memory of Tito. Was that? I guess
and then some years ago, Tito had a single because I remember
yeah, he
it was
was
a nice
promoting his
bop.
single like about 5 years ago.
It was a bop too because I remember they were playing like on the mature stations. I would say like 106.3 was playing it, and they was like new music from Tio
It
Jackson.
definitely was on 106.3 because
Yeah.
Mike Love, the mixtape was still on there. Mike Love and Lady
Hmm.
Jackson stopped by the show. It's like when
Yeah,
I
and it was a nice bop
uh,
because when they put it on, and I was like, oh,
yeah.
because I was like, okay, I was like, Tito snapped on this, okay.
I didn't really get to meet Tito that day because I was no I had work to do. You know me, when I
Um,
get locked in, it's like hey,
mhm,
and then and I'll get starstruck. I'm not gonna like yeah, stick wait in the hall like for him to like come out. It's like I worked like if it happened, it happened. That's how I when I'm
mhm,
working. It's like yeah, I was like I'm trying to get shit done. It's like yeah. But
mhm,
yeah, if I had like been in the hall and like yeah, and then we cross paths, but yeah, so I'm not waiting an hour like when I got work to do over here. So like I didn't get to really meet Tito like that when he was up there. But he was up there. It's about 5 years ago, I want to say.
mhm.
He was is when the homie Mike Love was at 10 doing mornings at 106 at the time. Yeah. Promoting
But
that.
every review that I saw of him, everybody talked about how genuine of a person he was and how down to earth. Like it was nothing but positive.
Never heard any negativity about Tito. Think about yeah, he's just like
Never.
and that's like one of the that says something because like if somebody has nothing but positive things to say about you, then that's a good sign.
That's a great sign.
Yeah. You
And then
never
even when he and his wife divorced, it's like they still were amicable. They were still because even at the time of her death,
yeah, she
you
died
know,
mysteriously.
like I
Yeah,
said, he was one of he and Michael were the ones who pushed for further investigation. That's when they found out that she actually was murdered by that guy.
yeah,
And he got second degree murder for her because initially they would try to say, oh, it was an accident.
yeah,
And
drowning. Yeah, she died suspiciously. Yeah,
he knew because he said that she was afraid of water. He says, there's no way she would have got in that pool. He was like, she was terrified to get in that. He was like, she is not into the water like that. She would have been terrified to get in that water. He knew that was some bullshit. He knew. He was like, nope. He was
right.
like, try it again. He knew it
I mean,
was suspicious.
the chick that played Kara on the Cosby Show played her in the Jackson's American Dream.
Yeah, in the Jackson American Dream.
Remember
Yeah.
about she's the mother of 3T. Yeah,
Hmm.
that's who we're talking about. If you like American Dream, the Jackson, the chick that played Kara from the Cosby Show was like was
Hmm.
what played Tito's
A
wife.
motor mouth carrier on the classy show.
My fast talking friend Kara.
Yeah. But so yes,
Definitely
condolences and
three.
prayers to the Jackson family because I know that they have to be
Yeah,
going through it. Just when a sudden passing like that happens, it's just
yeah. 3T, they released a nice statement I saw about their father. Yeah, I saw the statement.
oh, okay.
It was a,
Mhm.
yes, so it was a nice one. But yeah, it's Only three of the original Jackson Five left now. Now there's three left.
Mm.
He's getting older, yeah. When your heroes start dying off, it's like mm, it makes you think of your own mortality. And people you
Mm.
grew up like start dying off, especially like that. The Jackson Five is like that was the Jacksons.
Why you love the Jackson Five, yeah, or the Jacksons,
I know
everybody.
I'm more familiar with the Jacksons. I'm not that old. It's like the
We
Jacksons.
all love
Yeah,
them. We
before
all
my
love
time,
their
the
music.
Jacksons. Like, I grew
Yeah,
up with the Jacksons. That's
we
what.
all love their music. So it all started because of Tito because he was messing with the guitar and
That's
his
how the
daddy saw he
Jacksons
could play.
started. Yeah, like that's when Joseph said, "Hey, okay, let me see what." So he sees that he's actually good. He's like, "Hmm."
You see what you got.
And then his other two, like Jackie and Jermaine, jumped in and started. Yeah, they harmonized.
They
Like
could sing. Okay, you guys can
something
sing
here,
too.
something here. Like, something here. It's like, so like that's what people don't realize. They started originally as the Jackson Brothers. Like, so there's been
Yeah,
three versions of that group. The Jackson's brother is Jackie, Tito, and Jermaine. That's the Jackson
yeah,
Brothers.
the three older boys. Yeah.
And when they add Marlon and Michael, they become the Jackson Five. Is a
Mhm.
then when they leave Motown and replace Jermaine with Randy is like because Motown
Jackson.
owned the name Jackson Five, so they changed it to the Jacksons to avoid a copyright dispute and shit. That's
Hmm.
how the Jacksons became. So just Jackson Brothers, like they the ones the early version that were around Gary. Most they were both did talent shows in Gary, like the three oldest ones. With and I wanted to say Jermaine was lead singer of the original Jackson Brothers, like those three.
Yeah,
Yeah. And
I
then
could definitely see Jermaine being the
once
lead.
and once Michael came along, obviously, like okay, then they saw like the pretend. Not only was Michael like had that it factor, but also the little cute one. You know, people are gonna like gravitate to like
Hmm.
the lead singer, like it'll draw attention. Yeah, like look,
Hmm.
little one. It's like
Hmm.
audiences will be
But they
wild.
be
Yeah.
playing them. Like Tina would be hitting that, playing and dipping and dancing. Like it
That was
takes talent to do
the
that.
guitar, yeah.
It
And
takes talent to do that.
Bane played bass. It's like, yeah, they were a real band. It's like,
Play an instrument and then dance. Like how many people can't even have like that eye-hand coordination where like you're playing the instrument and you're singing at the same time? That's really hard to do. It is. It's very hard to do that skill set. So
okay. Want to move on? What
yeah.
else
So
happened?
from,
Yeah.
so from going from somebody who you can never say anything negative about.
Somebody who's always seemed shady to me and shit. I feel vindicated now. People been talking shit about me all these years and shit. Yeah. Sean, Puffy, Diddy,
Diddy,
Brother
Love,
Love,
Brother Love.
fucking P.
What's his
Diddy,
name?
Sean Combs, that guy. Sean John, whatever the hell you want to call him.
Yeah, whatever you want to call him.
But Sean Diddy Combs, yeah.
Yeah,
Finally, they've been building this case. Yeah, arrest her. They're like what sex trafficking, racketeering. It's like
racketeering.
these are federal charges. Like is
What R. Kelly got arrested for,
and
along
and,
with stuff with
and
him.
Epstein, like all of this,
And
like
Epstein, the
on that,
racketeering.
it's on that level and shit. Yeah, it's like
Being held because he was trying to get a $50 million bond, but they said no.
he put up his house, his mom's house. He like surrendered my passport. Yeah, I'm gonna have no contact. But here's the reason why, like, why he's sitting like the Cassie video, the Cassie Ventura. They said like, because that's why they said there's because they said like witness intimidation. It's like, yeah,
Hmm.
so like if you did this to her, like, well, who else wants you intimidate? It's like, yeah, that's part of the reason the judge
Cassie
not
video
let
blew it
all
wide
this.
open.
Yeah,
It blew this case wide open because they always were looking at him, but without that Cassie video, stuff is hearsay.
Not only that, but
And
Cassie is. I believe Cassie is working with the authorities too.
yeah, absolutely. I'm
It's
saying,
like,
but you need the whole thing is like you actually need your smoking gun. You
yeah,
need that. That's why people don't understand how law works. You just can't go in and say you're arrested. Come on, you can't do. You have to build a case.
we've known P Diddy was shady for
You
years.
have to build your case because what happens if you don't have enough evidence?
Mm.
Throw it out. They're back on the
Especially,
street.
especially like somebody like him with you can afford the high price lawyer.
Best attorneys.
Yeah, so it'd be
I'll even go you one further. They probably been looking at him since this Shine thing. They probably been looking since way back there. They probably been looking at him almost since back there, and just slowly, okay, let me piece this. Okay, let me piece this. Let me piece this. They just slowly just been
I
piecing stuff together.
I go back further. I'll say like the 1994 Tupac shooting. It's like that's looking back. Like, people,
That's a dilly. I say definitely the
I'm going
Shine.
back
I definitely
30
say that shooting
years.
at the
Like
nightclub.
I go back 30 years on you on
I'll
that.
say the shoot at the nightclub. I'll start there. I will start there. That shooting with the nightclub. I will start at that one. That's where I say it started, right there.
Tupac always said that Puffy and Big were involved in shit at night, but Puff never sued him. Like, see, when people never sue you, when people say wild shit and they never get sued, it makes you wonder.
Mhm.
It's like he always from day one said that, yeah, Puff set me up. From day one, he said that shit. It's like Pac said that from the very beginning. But
But it's
just Pac being Pac is like, but looking back, yeah, Puff was like, I'm not sure if Big was involved, but Puff was involved with that shooting.
but a lot of people, they're trying to, well, it's no different than when the other, like,
Stop saying the name, the same two or three dead white.
Epstein, and okay, he's dead,
And,
and
And Epstein got arrested. It's like,
and
yeah,
he was arrested.
the two I keep hearing is Hugh Hefner and Elvis.
And Epstein killed himself under pressure.
Yeah. And guess what?
He killed himself.
Guess who's on suicide watch now? It's like I don't think Diddy is ever gonna go to trial. I think he's gonna mysteriously could like die like Epstein. That's my prediction. It's like because now they're saying suicide. What he's not suicidal.
Suicide
He's
watch.
not suicidal. It's like he's not suicidal. They
He's
gonna
not suicidal
they gonna
like Juicy said.
they I am not suicidal. Yeah, like Juicy. It's
Like
like,
Juicy said.
I am not suicidal. Yeah, he's they're gonna Epstein him. That's my prediction. I'm not saying I want that to happen. I just think that's what's gonna happen. Cause like he's gonna Nino Brown this shit. If it goes to trial, Puff's gonna talk.
Well,
So
the other plot twist that people are saying, they say, is R. Kelly now dropping names? Like, they say, is R. Kelly like dropping?
I said
So
that a while ago, R. Kelly, but he's probably talk. But
they said R. Kelly probably in there, like, hey, he
the
probably
P.
in
Diddy
there.
stuff is on a whole nother level. P. Diddy was hip hop Epstein, basically. I think he got dirt on he got cases on all you bitches. He got dirt on everybody. R. Kelly was just like a regular perv. Like I don't think R. Kelly had any dirt on anybody.
Regular bird.
R. Kelly was just a sexual.
Yikes.
He was just a
A
sexual
sexual
deviant.
deviant.
Puff, I
Yeah,
think
a regular
he got
bird.
dirt on. He got videos and like on some high powered folks that I mean we might speculate here or not. I don't want to. I think we're gonna speculate on some of it. We're gonna. It's our fucking podcast.
I
We're
think
gonna
that
speculate on some of it.
Puffy,
Yeah.
I think if you cross Hugh Hefner and Epstein, I think that's what Puffy is, if you cross those two. Because the parties, like if you look at how the Diddy White parties, it was very reminiscent of like the Hugh Hefner Playboy Mansion parties. Like
Yeah, I've never been to the mansion. Never been to a Diddy party.
I've never been to either.
Yeah.
So one thing
I
you're
know
not going
people.
to see,
I know people that have gone to both, like me, because like personally, I know like
you're in the industry, so
I'm
yeah.
not naming names, but like I know like some very like pretty known like radio personalities that went to the mansion and to fucking Diddy parties and
But
shit.
we can say wholeheartedly, two people that you ain't going to see in Diddy stuff is and Naima. You ain't going to see these two
So there
faces
you go with
nowhere
it.
near.
And guess what? I was like, we have it wasn't they had one locally when he was doing the press play. I don't even know like on that level like how deviant those guys is like because they had a Diddy party at Chromium. It's like '06 or something, yeah.
Mhm.
And I ended up not going because it wasn't because whoever was like I've given me access to that party, it couldn't give me a guarantee. And I'm not the type. I'm not gonna go out stand outside looking stupid somewhere. If you say
Point
like
taken.
you said me, okay, if it's 75%, 80%, I'm like, if I don't get 100% guaranteed that I'm getting in, I'm not going. And that's what
Right.
it was. I ended up not going. Said, yeah, well, we might be able to get you in, but I can't like that's what I was told. I'm like, so I'm gonna go all the way down here, get dressed up and buy buy a fit because
Right.
it was a black party. So yeah, so I'm gonna buy a fit and show up to this place. Some people might even recognize me or they go, ah, it's like from the radio station. He can't even get in standing outside.
You
I'm
stand
not
outside
doing
of
that. I'm not doing that.
yeah.
So like, well, you couldn't guarantee my admittance. I ended up not going. I'm glad I didn't now, because who knows, like what that it might have been some fuck shit even on that level. Like it's
But I did
not
see a
even the
list of
elite level. This is like the bottom shit.
I did see a
Bottom
list of
shit might have.
somebody released of some of the names that they have on there. And like I said, it was some
We
big
gonna talk
names.
about it, man.
It was some big names that I saw on that list.
And
And
the evidence is coming out too. It's stuff that's showing up, like stuff that's been out there, but now people are really looking.
can we address the elephant in the room or the oil elephant in the room? 1,000 bottles of baby oil.
Well, that's just that they just put that out there to like to embarrass him, I think, because
I was
that
like,
wasn't necessary to leak that. They
as
said
a person,
we want to make him look like an asshole. That's why.
as a person reading that article of oil and lubricants, I'm like, this is not journalism. This is like this is I
And
don't know. That wasn't journalism to me.
it's not illegal to own 1,000 bottles of baby oil. Why'd you even put that story out?
Right, this is not
It's
journalism.
not a
It's
crime.
not.
It's creepy, but it's not a crime. It's like why did they put that out there just to make him look like an asshole? That's all
But
that
now a lot of stuff is like when people like, and there's so much stuff is just resurfacing. Like I saw a clip from like I want to say maybe 2001 or 2000. It was like early 2000s, and it was a Conan O'Brien clip when he was on Conan O'Brien's show, and he essentially said that if people want to leave or something like the parties or something that he said something about like locking people in or so he said something about locking people into his
I
party so they can't leave.
I
Something along those I'm
now that
paraphrasing.
I gotta check that one out.
And Conan and the audience was like laughing or something, and he was saying like, but he said something about like freaky or he said something. He just said
Yeah,
some
the freak
wild shit,
offs. He
but
talked about the freak offs in plain sight. Let's go,
he
man.
says like about like yeah. He said, oh, I know what it was. He said that it's hot in there because he said that like you don't want it to affect the liquor or something like the alcohol gets affected, and
The
then
Baker. We're gonna talk about
he said that it be sweaty or something. He was just saying some wild shit in it, but people were laughing because here's the thing about a lot of people. A lot of people telling themselves, but they mask it in a joke. You mask truth in a joke, and you say it in a tone in enough way where it sounds like you're joking, but then people be
right, but
people laughing, but
who
you're
you telling?
serious the whole time.
I do that shit all the time. It's like, yeah. I've dropped some gems on this podcast as long as we've been doing this. So like if some shit goes down with like not with myself, it's like but like I didn't drop shit about other motherfuckers. It's like you gonna look back, it's like, oh there it is. I was mentioning that right there. I didn't name names, but like yeah, I definitely did mention situations. Like and I said it in
Mhm.
a joking way. It's like so I do that all the
Yeah.
time.
So you can say anything, but if you mask it in a joke, people, like just the way he was talking about. Look at that Conan O'Brien clip. It was just like, oh my gosh. And then another clip resurfaced,
I look for the Conan clip right
a beat, not BT, an MTV clip, resurfaced. Basically, this was when he hosted the MTV
now. VMA.
Music or Movie Awards, one VMAs, but he hosted some MTV
Also one of
awards,
those MTV
one
shows.
of those MTV Awards shows, and like it's a time capsule of who was popular back then because they had Nicole Richie on the video that she was saying, yeah, I used to go to so many Diddy parties. Now I'm only down to like 3 Diddy parties a week,
No, she
or
no,
whatever.
she was at those parties.
It was one of those videos where basically like all the celebrities were talking about like how you have to take your daily dose of Diddy parties. Like it was like one of those type of thing where they were doing a joke and like yeah, Diddy those are the parties. They show Fat Joe on the video. Like so many people were on that video.
Not I don't know if he was in that video, but you saw like another video that's been leaked now is LeBron, like him and Diddy on the live. He said, "Yeah, ain't no party like a Diddy party." He's like hyped and shit, like LeBron. And you notice
LeBron,
all of them are quiet. Like none of them have said
LeBron, baby, no.
they're not saying
LeBron, baby.
anything like against or like in favor of Diddy. They all like military silence. Every one of them. Fat Joe,
I think the
LeBron, like every one of them.
most chilling one still is that one with Kevin Hart.
Oh
When
yeah.
Kevin Hart first, when he first started becoming a thing, and you could tell this was very early because Kevin Hart didn't know the rules back then. You could tell he didn't know the rules because he was just speaking like a Philadelphia dude.
Oh,
Kevin's from Philly.
this is before he wore the dress on SNL. So like yeah, so
Kevin's from Philly,
that
so
was his initiation. They were saying like, so this is pre-dress Kevin Hart. Yeah. Once he wore
Kevin's
the
from
dress,
Philly,
then
so
you got the Kevin Hart, the current version of him then after the
so
dress.
he had that Philly come out in him because when Diddy said that him and Usher would wrestle, they would wake up. I mean, pause, and then Kevin was like, he's like, yeah, we be wrestling over the Frosted Flakes, and I was like his slightly older brother. Like, no, you're like 10 years older than him, so you were very grown when he was a child. That's a big age. When you're young, that's a big
Not
age.
arguing over the Frosted Flakes. That's like early morning breakfast. So like, yeah, it's like that
Because,
means y'all spending the night together. That's what I think.
yeah.
It's like,
And we know that, and then I'll go there too. I'll talk about Usher in a second. But whatever you do, like, I mean, let's not affect Usher. Usher's
oh yeah,
coming to
or
Chicago.
at least get past like the October.
And I got tickets, so we ain't fucking that
I'm
up.
about to say if he once he gets arrested in November, fine. It's like at least
We
get past
ain't like I
October.
ain't fucking up my concert.
Let him get
Okay,
arrested November 1st. There you go. Get past October, you're all good.
but when Kevin just broke, Kevin just said, "What the fuck was that?" Like the way he just said, "What the fuck?" So we just gonna ignore the fact that he's sick of Diddy. Like, we just going, and then the way Diddy grabbed him up, he did like the headlock hug thing. Like man, the way he like kind of like it was like he was trying to like kind of like reposition him basically to be like, "Hey, like don't go there." Basically, like the way he like. You know, he like it wasn't like it was like the way he headlocked him kind of afterwards.
Of course, another one that's back in the now was the Mike Tyson. Those that on Keenan Ivory Wayans
Yeah,
show.
when he was like moved his hand.
He said, "Hey, keep your hands to yourself," basically. And Mike did it like it was in a joking way. Yeah, yeah, we know you all about the Benjamins. Like, no, we got eyes. We know what you really were doing.
Mike is Mike is a cancer and he can fight. So you better leave him alone. He's a cancer who fights. Leave him alone. Leave that nigga alone.
Like, damn it. Hey, like Keenan's brother. Hey, yeah, I ain't want to make that nigga mad. Hey, that was Keenan that did.
But Usher though, with Usher, then the clip resurfaced with Usher when he was on Howard Stern when he was
I
talking
saw that. Yeah, he talked
about
about the party.
he went
I
to
saw the
Diddy
Howard
camp.
Stern clip. I
And as a parent, I'm sorry
that
for
one I
coming
saw.
after I'm sorry for coming after Mama Raymond, but as a parent who has children, I'm not sending my minor child to live with nobody. I'm just not. What's going to happen is if I need to move closer for an opportunity for you to succeed in entertainment, we're gonna move as a whole family and we're gonna move to the city together as a family. I'm not sending a minor child by themselves so they can advance their career. We're moving together as a family because I'm part of my child. You take my child, you take me. I'm part of the package. And then when Usher was talking on there, remember he said the thing to Howard Stern, he was like he didn't own up to what he saw, but Howard was trying to like push him like, yeah, it's all type of orgies and stuff like that, isn't it? And Usher was like, I mean, like he talked around the
I
question. He
saw
didn't
things
answer
just like yeah, the way he answered was kind
the
of like
way he answered was like he was like it was curiosity or why something he said or whatever. But then when Howard asked him straight up, so you're a father now, so would you do that for your kid? And Usher emphatically said, hell no.
mm,
Emphatically, the fact that he said that he would not allow his child to do what he did, emphatic hell no.
mm,
That has to speak volumes of it. But a lot of people are, like you said, they're just like,
military silence, man. You seen the Justin Bieber video? Not the one where he asked him about his phone number. I'm not talking about that one.
I haven't been saying the phone number one.
Oh, when he's like yeah, like look, it's basically Diddy is like asking why he about about calling him, and like it's a very young Justin Bieber, like early in his
Okay,
career.
Justin Bieber was like 12 when he was
Yeah.
first discovered, right?
Yeah.
He came out, he was like 15 by the time he came out, right? He was like 15, 16. So he was like 12 when he got
Also,
discovered.
I think he lived, and they continue the cycle. I think he lived with Usher like that. Yeah. So like Bieber, like once again, another underage living with a grown man. It's like, yeah, I think Bieber lived with Usher early in his career. It's like it's like that happened to. And then there's another video that that's going viral now. I saw it on TikTok. Is like they look at a Diddy party. It's like of course, yeah. And then is Bieber, Trey Songz, and Odell Beckham is like I understand. And Bieber looked like he's getting up off his knees and like looking shocked in the camera. Obviously, he looks intoxicated or something. A young Bieber,
Yeah, I'm
like
sure he was very underage if he's
probably was
intoxicated.
like let's
Okay.
say 17. So yeah,
He's
he's like
underage,
a little bit
so
after the first video. Yes, it's like he's like so like what were they doing? It's like yeah, he's like on his knees standing up. Like was he put servicing them? Is like
and it makes you wonder about this because Bieber did have some.
And right after that is when Bieber when they said Bieber went crazy, it's like
Yeah, he has some demons, but it seems like
crazy.
he's in a good place
Oh
now
yeah, he's
because
married now. He's
he just became a father.
kind of
And
left. He's kind of left Hollywood too. Like you,
he seems like a doting,
yeah.
loving father. Like from what I've seen, like the posts and like the videos I've seen, like he seems very happy that he's married and he has his wife and his baby now. Like he seems very happy with his life.
But
And
like
my thing is, if that is the case, like Justin Bieber, he made a lot of money. You can retire. You can retire before the age of 30. You don't have to.
especially if you weren't reckless with your money, it's like yeah, just
Yeah, exactly. Live your life. You got your wife. You start your family. He respectfully said that however many children his wife wants to have is up to her. He was like, however many she wants to have, he's respectful of his wife. So I would say just fall off the grid and just live your life with your wife and your kids. That's why I would just say Justin Bieber.
and
Just
all
do
these
you.
Negroes always seem zesty to me.
Just do you.
All the Trey songs, like Odell Beckham Jr., they always
Yeah.
seem zesty. It's like it's a reason for that. People say I'm just hating. It's like, oh, you hating because they got money. It's like, no, them niggas seem zesty.
Oh,
It's like, I have eyes. That is not money. It's eyes I have.
Jesse
All
Beckham.
of them
Like
seem zesty.
that was like an open secret. Like everybody talked about him. Like in the
Yeah.
like everybody talked about Odell. Like I mean.
Puffy too. Like all of them seem zesty, man. Like Puffy and Mace, they didn't seem zesty to you back in the 90s. Cameron, all of them. Cameron had y'all niggas wearing pink shirts. It's like, yeah. Yeah, all yeah, like the indoctrination is real. It's like yeah, can't
They said the
corrupt
one
me. It's like yeah, guess
they said
what?
the one they weighing on now. They said the one who's silent, Forrest Worth Bentley. They said he said
Yeah,
no.
another zesty Negro man.
But I said I know where Bentley is. I said I saw him last month in the vineyard with his wife. I saw him last month. I did see him in the vineyard.
He's hiding in the vineyard. That's why,
I saw him in the
why he's
vineyard
not
last
going to
month.
leave the vineyard. That nigga went there. He's hiding there.
We were like, that's one of the first people we saw. Because Marcus was like, ain't that Bentley? He's like, ain't no Bentley right there. I was like, where? And I was like, oh
Oh,
shit, that is
oh,
him.
oh, man.
That is him.
Imagine if we had seen him like after this arrest. I was
Yikes.
definitely would have said something. Yeah, what's
Yikes.
up with your boy, man? I was,
Is it
I,
petty that I think they did play a Biggie? What was it? Mo Money. It was like some Biggie song. They played the DJ when we were mixing, and I was kind of trying to look over to see what he was going to do to because I did was that petty. I did try to like look over. I was trying to
I
find
was
where he was.
shout out my guy, shout out DJ T Bone. I was the sneaker ball I was at last night. He played Bootsy Wipe Me Down and shit. Yeah. And you forget the line. Yeah. Hooked up in hooked up in New York City, hooked up with P. Diddy. He said he says the P. Diddy line. I was like, that hasn't aged well. Bootsy hasn't really said much. It's like he got
And
an
the
opinion about
thing,
everything. It's like
and the thing that we also like somebody posted this
just
clip was
left New
like
York City. That's how the line. Just left New York City hooked up with P. Diddy.
they said didn't even tell on himself Tell your friends to give them my friends so we can be
Oh, let's
friends.
talk about it.
Shit, we can
Talk
do this
about
every weekend.
it. That's our first peek into a Diddy party. The big pop.
Shit, we can do this every weekend. We doing this every weekend. My friends and your friends are getting together every
That was
weekend.
our first peek into a Diddy party. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, that was for all you youngsters. That was the Big Papa video. I love it when you call me Big Papa. Throw your hands in there. That was that video, and in the video, it was a hot tub. People were inside the hot tub with their bottles, with their, was it Cristal maybe or something, whatever the
Probably
champagne was
whatever
back
they were
then.
back in the 90s.
Yeah. So they had the champagne popping. A young Misa, who is Diddy's first baby's mother, she was in the hot tub with him, and he was
He's sitting right
kissing
next to him. Yeah,
her.
that's the one that's sitting right next to him. So
Yeah, because she had the blonde hair. She had her hair in
the
two
one he
pigtails.
says, "Tell your friends to give my friends and we can be friends." That's her. The one he
Yeah.
says that line to is her.
Hmm. And then he like, kisses on her like later in the video. She's like, she's not like that in the video.
If you look at her,
Yeah, if
like
you look at Misa,
Cassie looks, Cassie looks a lot like her. They look
she
very,
looks like Cassie a little bit.
they look a lot alike to me. So Puff definitely had a type.
And Kim Poor, even though like Kim was brown skin, Kim had that similar
Look
packaging as
a little
them.
bit like them. Yeah.
She has similar packaging. So
Those
he definitely
definitely like
had
Cassie and that chick were just like though.
he definitely had a, you know,
Yeah.
definite.
Also, was like a bit explosive rumor about that video as well too. Have you heard about
Hmm.
the main chick in the video? The
Oh,
main
the one they said was a guy or a
Oh yeah,
vagina.
yeah. You heard the rumor of the main love interest. I want to say Chibuya, the main love interest that's been explosive. People have been examining it's like the JFK footage. It's like people have been examining this video. Like I've been seeing like people breaking it down on YouTube, like examining like the JFK footage from back in the 60s. It's like they've been looking, okay, you see the Adam's apple there. And it is a scene in the video, like was it that one or was it might have been Craig, man, with like this she's at the stall like peeing.
Oh, that wasn't
You heard like
Leave
you
Me
heard.
Sweet. I got enough to feed the needy. That was because like, they showed
That
her
was that same video. Right,
that's
yeah.
the same video.
You got the stall peeing standing up.
Yeah,
I
because it's
just the urinal standing up peeing. So they
and then the guys walk away like, oh, the guys made that face or whatever.
and then she's just also like in the warning video.
Yeah, like who the
Who the
fuck is
fuck is
this?
this? She's in the bed right next to Biggie.
Mhm.
And then the most telling one to me is in the Flavor of Your Ear remix. It's like
They
it's
said
like
he,
it
she.
gets to LL's verse, like says he she. The first person they show is this person. Right when he says he she is like they show this person. He she. Because like why did
That's
LL
so
say that?
childish.
Why
So
did
they
LL
showed
say
that
that?
he, she.
Why
I
did
was
he
like,
say
that
that
was
though? What
childish.
does he she mean though? They were telling you in plain sight. I'm just like
Oh, that was childish when I saw that when they said the he, she. I was like, they childish as hell.
they show this person as soon as LL Cool J says that
Because I
line.
don't know what he,
That's
she
not I
means,
don't think
but
that's a
like,
coincidence.
I don't know what it means, but I think it's much along the lines of like Izzle, Dizzle, Fizzle. I think it's gibberish like that. You get what I mean? I think it's,
I think LL was telling us
I
something.
don't know what it means, but I'm not sure if the person,
I haven't been able to confirm or deny whether this person is trans or not, but
yeah, because
story is
everybody,
definitely out there. They
it is
said
some
that a person allegedly, she allegedly is dead now because like
the
found
person
out
in
they were
question, we'll just say the
trans.
person in question is deceased. So we don't know if the person was male or if the person was female. Like it is women who are legitimate women who have strong features who look masculine.
Hmm.
Some women like not being for Wendy Williams had to fight for years that she wasn't a man because people said Wendy Williams was a man. She's not a man though.
Hmm.
People like said for years. Like Wendy, like no, Wendy's not a man. She's not. She's just not. But that's what we do need. We need like I wish Wendy was still able to because Wendy would have been dropping that tea.
Oh, the story with Wendy Williams on this story.
All you do is she would have been dropping all the
Wendy's
tea.
been all over this story, man.
Ooh-wee.
It's like yeah, or maybe they got Wendy Williams out of there too. It's like Wendy Williams got mysteriously got sick. It's like maybe they got Wendy Williams' illness
We
kind of
don't know
came.
how long this pipe. We don't know how far this pipeline goes.
Yeah,
Basically,
illness came out of nowhere, basically. He
Oh,
she.
boy.
That's wild, dog.
But I feel I keep on saying this is Pandora's box. Like R. Kelly was just the tip of the iceberg. R. Kelly was just a tip,
It's
and
just the beginning, man.
slowly,
This is just the beginning to me. That's what
because Diddy, like you said, Diddy has a lot of connections. I think.
Diddy is not even a big dog to me. Like Diddy is just a pawn. I
You
think
know
it's
who they, you know who they say,
I'm gonna
you know
say
who they say is the
Clive
dog.
fucking Davis is who I've been hearing. Yeah,
I was like, should I say it? Should I not say it?
I'm saying it. I want
That's what they've been saying. So now I'm picturing that movie. What was that movie with Keanu Reeves? Brooklyn's Finest. Was that Brooklyn's
Brooklyn's fine.
Finest?
No. You think
Street
it's all Street
Kings.
Kings?
There
Brooklyn's
you go. That's you know which
oh,
one I was trying to say. Street
yeah,
Kings.
Don Cheadle. Yeah, oh,
Because they're similar. They were
Hoyt,
similar movies.
Hoyt and shit. Yeah, it's like yeah, that
That's
was
why I
like
mixed them up.
Brooklyn's Fine was the New York version of that. Yeah, it's like there's the L
Yeah.
version. It's like what
So
Keanu.
you knew I was trying to say Street Kings, where when they ripped down the wall and Forrest Whitaker was like, you don't know how deep it goes, basically. And then when Keanu saw that the whole everything was just corrupt. Well, not spoiler alert. I don't ruin the movie for somebody, but it was like everything. Once you start peeling back all the layers, it was just so
Like
much.
I even got the chief in my pocket, basically. Like yeah, Forrest Whitaker's character. He owned the chief, basically. He had dirt on the chief of police. Like that's how deep it went. It's like the chief can't even control me and shit.
So that's what I'm wondering is when they peel back these layers, is that going to be who's going to be behind?
Which is why I say like I don't think it ever goes to trial because of that.
Because
Because
this is just
gonna talk.
it's just it's just going deeper and deeper and deeper, and just the more they release out of it, it's just this story. Like even I was taken aback. Like I mean, I knew that Diddy was into some shit, but as I'm reading I'm
Yeah, like
like,
I don't. Yeah, like him being like a sexual deviant is like long as everybody's consenting. But that's the key word, consenting. Because the
and that's why.
rumor has it is which is why like it's hard to corrupt me myself or you because like we don't drink. It's hard to corrupt us, and that's how they would get them. Is like they were they drinking. They said, but what it really was is it was a mixture of cocaine and ecstasy is what was that's what's in the drink. So be careful with these shots you take. Yeah, like yeah, would you like a Jello shot? Like if you're really a Jello
I
shot,
don't drink.
what's that really serving me and shit? Yeah,
I'll bring my own damn cranberry apple juice. That's unopened. I'll crack open my own cranberry apple juice.
this is what I'm drinking all night and shit. Put
That's what I drink. I like my cranberry apple.
some water in it, yeah.
But oh my
Yeah,
gosh,
that's
like
what that's
that's
the
a
word
deadly
now. So, yeah, a
cocktail.
mixture of cocaine and actually and like yeah, and that mixture, yeah, you get that and you like yeah, you can it can like make you uninhibited to like anything. It's like
Yeah, and then you're basically going anything somebody says. You're basically not trying to be funny, but you're basically Winter Soldier. Like when they programmed the Winter Soldier in Captain America, like Bucky, they had him programmed so Bucky couldn't. But then once he broke out of it, then he was able to turn back good. But once he was under that, wasn't the Winter Soldier, he couldn't do anything.
yeah,
It's like that. And like I said, I don't do that at all. So I'm not a person like a somebody who does drugs regularly. They may not get hit as easy. I don't do drugs at all. So it's like it would, knock me.
so even hypothetically, if either one of us had have gone to a P Diddy party, like the chances of us getting involved in that would have been low because
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
do.
I don't do that.
As soon as we
Yeah.
realize some bullshit was going on, we get the fuck out of there. It's okay.
You know me.
This ain't
My
me.
thing, my things that I like to do, I'll do a trivia game. Give me Black Card Revolt. Give me culture tags. I kill trivia. Give me some karaoke. I kill karaoke. And give me some line dancing. After that, I'm out. If it ain't that, I'm out. I'm not trying to let's hang out and do it. No, I'm not trying to do other stuff.
I'm not trying to
I
hook
just want
up
to do
with
some
P Diddy.
trivia, some karaoke, and some line dancing. That's me. I don't want to do
Also,
nothing more but that.
also has been going viral. Is this bullshit?
Yeah, I've been
God, my
seeing those
homegirl May
pictures.
posted this.
Oh, I've been seeing these pictures. I'm like, no.
Aaliyah, Jennifer Lopez. We had Dash,
Andre Harrell,
Andre
Busta,
Harrell, Busta Rhymes. It's like in this one, I
Jay-Z.
want to see. I can't. I want to point out all the names in this one. This is the one. It's
Lil'
like
Kim.
Kim, yeah, this the one. Jay over here, yeah.
Is that Damon Dash?
Dash is right there, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And all of them look like they on something and shit too.
They look intoxicated.
They all look like they on something to me and shit. Yeah. Look at this nigga right here and shit. Look at these. They not high. Jay ain't high and shit.
They're
Yeah.
like,
Look at Jay's face. Like Jay ain't high. Yeah, they
so I'd
definitely.
say some of the pictures were like Aaliyah just looked like she was just like her face was just like she
Yeah.
just looked stoned out of her mind on some of these pictures. I saw some of those and I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, oh my gosh. It's just
That's what I'm saying. I don't think he ever.
maybe whatchamacallit. It's the reason why Maya said when she did that Vlad interview and Maya said to the industry, Maya gave double.
Anytime
Maya,
somebody
Maya did this.
anytime somebody
Maya did
drops
that.
off like that, Maya might be a real one. It's like very few real ones in entertainment. Like most people are like part of that, as Kwame Brown would say, that go along,
Oh,
get
I
along
get it.
gang. It's like, yeah.
Whatchamacallit seemed like she stood her ground too. Ashanti seemed like she stood her ground.
Yeah, when all the Murder Inc. stuff
Yeah,
was,
she seemed like she stood her ground as well. Ashanti did. Ashanti seemed like she stood her ground.
especially Maya might be a real one.
Maya, yeah.
Yeah.
Maya especially.
It's very few real ones. Most people just want to be part of that go along, get along gang. The reason why Kwame Brown was black, he was pretty much blackballed from the NBA. It's
You
like,
want to go along, get along.
yeah, because now he's talking this shit too. I want to watch his P. Diddy video. No, no, he had a response video to that shit. I want to go.
I'm just here for 50 Cent. 50.
He did talk about the baby.
I'm here for 50.
He did talk about the baby oil when that first happened. Yeah.
Because 50 is just the epitome of petty as hell. He's so damn petty.
All of them. Rick Ross and Meek Mill is like all of them. It's like it's we gonna hear so much unless they Epstein him. It's like we're gonna hear so much about Diddy and like who all was connected, like how deep it goes and shit. Yeah.
And it's just so much just to unpack. It's just layer after layer after layer. This guy is just it's getting worse by the minute, all the stuff that's coming out.
To all you Negroes too, like talking about bringing another black man down. It's like how come Negroes are the only community where they look at as P Diddy as the fucking victim? It's like not the people he was allegedly giving cocaine and ecstasy to, like they not the. It's
And
like
holding hostage for days. They said these freak offs last for days. So you can't even go. So think about this. Like, so in these, okay, so if you're somewhere for days, you're not brushing your teeth, you're not washing your ass, like you're just held hostage, you can't do anything. It's
I heard
like
something though they need IV after these sessions. Like, did not hear that? It's like
I saw that something about IVs.
they had to like that's how weak you were. You had to get IV to get your energy back. Like I haven't verified, but I did hear that shit. It's
I saw that
like
like in the
you have to get
report. Yeah.
IV and shit. Yeah.
And here's the thing about it.
And
So,
not only that, but like most of the alleged victims, yeah, are black. Is yeah.
yeah, here's the thing about all this. Like we said
Where's the
earlier,
people that you talking about what about Hefner? Most of his alleged victims were white. So you want to so you want to defend you want to defend the white women, but not the black ones.
but here's the thing we keep on saying, like, if you like we get it. Some people are, especially if you get to a certain level, like if you always had a certain fetish, but it was kind of weird.
Yeah.
But now you're rich and powerful. We know that you can pay people because it is escorts, it is sex workers who do those things
Did
for
he
money.
allegedly had on his payroll too? He had sex workers allegedly.
It is sex workers who do that. Now, if you want to pay sex workers to fulfill your sexual fantasies, if that's your cup of tea, so be it. But you're paying these workers and they're servicing you. But now when you're trying to bring in people like Cassie was forced, like she said, and she was forced to have sex with these male sex workers. And Because he got off on that.
Diddy was. I
What?
don't think Cassie was ever Diddy's woman. I think she was. I
What?
think she was a sex slave. Personally, that's what. She was never his woman. That's my opinion.
And then looking at the way that, like, that's why we keep on saying you can't look at these Instagram, like I said, now these Instagram, these TikTok, whatever lifestyles of people, because you saw Cassie on these red carpets dressed in, Christian Dior or whatever, dressed in whatever fancy designer, jewelry, hair beautiful, just looking like a model. And just Diddy, like, yeah,
In
I bought
reality,
her.
in reality, y'all on some pimps and whole shit. It's like, yeah.
Yeah, I bought her. Yeah, I bought her this yacht today. And you're like, wow, I want that life. I want a guy to buy me a yacht. It's like, no, you don't, baby. Not under that
Really
circumstance.
some pimps and whole shit. Like he was a pimp. So that's what
It
it.
was it was just awful what that girl had to go through. Like I say girl because she was extremely young when she was going through that. It's awful what she had to go through. And just seeing these celebrities, they seem like they were like you said, they seem like Winter Soldier, like you said to me. Like after you told me the thing about the cocktail, that seems like Winter Soldier, the way they were
That's the
looking.
story I saw out there. Is like that. That's what you were drinking. Yeah, it's like that's why I'm not. Like, even if I did drink, I'm not drinking shit. I don't know what it is. Like I'm getting.
Mhm.
This is what's a reason why I'll get the same shit all the time. Usually like a beer or something like something that I'm comfortable with. Is like give me a fucking Corona, no lime and shit, because there might be something on that lime and shit. Yeah. It's like even when I
People do
did,
be mixing together like different concoctions.
yeah, drink this. No.
Oh. No.
Like most people will just because everybody else is drinking. If you had a party and Jay-Z is drinking it, you probably gonna drink it too. It's like Jay
I'm
drink.
not
Yeah.
I'm not drinking that
The average,
shit.
I'm talking about the go along, get along.
I know I should have go along, get along. My thing, I say, you in a different tax bracket than me. I'm not doing what you're doing. We not in the same tax bracket, so I'm not doing what you do. Oh, real quick, did you see the video where they had of Tracy Ellis Ross and
I'm
Diddy? Did you
trying
see
to say,
that?
yeah, that one. Yeah. Shit, I did see it. I did see it. Like Tracy didn't drink the drink. It's like
Tracy did.
trying to
But
get all. She's trying to do whatever she could to get out of drinking that shit. See,
because Tracy,
Tracy grew up in this, and so like her mama probably told her about the bullshit, the
she
Studio
knows.
54 story. She probably told her about
She's a
like.
second generation, so she knows a little bit
And
more than
Diana
what
Ross, your mom, one of the most famous people of all time. So Diana was
almost a supreme.
at them parties in Studio 54. It's like she probably told like, don't drink nothing that nobody gives you. Like she told.
Because Tracy was basically promoting her pattern, her hair care line. And then Diddy, he seemed like he was high as a cat. He's like, yeah, put the conditioner in my hair. He was all just, he was acting like he was just doing too much because Tracy was just on her thing. She like, yeah, my line is pattern. Tracy was just talking and Diddy, yeah, I got my Ciroc and Tracy did this. He was like, she didn't drink.
I've never drank Ciroc in my life.
Tracy did this.
I've never had Ciroc in my.
She did that. She did not swallow that. She did not swallow that liquid. She did not. And you could tell she did not swallow the liquid. So
I did not have. I've never had Ciroc. I never will either.
there's somebody photoshopped in the comment. They said, did he look like this? And they had the Bill Cosby.
The barbecue sauce. Let's go.
I'm like, why we gotta be like this? Why we gotta do this?
Shit's nuts though. It was one more I was about to add another to that. I don't remember where I was going with it. We mentioned Tracy Ellis is one other I had thought about, but if it comes to me, I'll bring it up. But it's I don't think the diddler ever goes to trial. So I'm calling him the diddler.
Oh, they showed the life thing. They showed them R. Kelly and Diddy as Claude and Ray from Life.
Yeah. I
And they
saw
showed
New Jack City with they had the whole scene. It's like, yeah, there he is. Look at Kareem Akbar, like Jay-Z's face is on Kareem Akbar, and
it
then
was funny.
Diddy's face is on Nino Brown. I think they put Cat Williams on Scotty's face. I think it's like
That's on brand. I'll accept it. Cat is Odessa. Oh, he was Odessa in that other movie. He was Scotty Appleton. There you go. That's what he was. He was Scotty Appleton. Yeah.
we have an Odessa and we have Appleton in the family. That's why he mixed it up. We have allegiances to both
Too
names.
much going on. Yikes. Oh my gosh.
Like they put Cat Williams' face on it. Boy, yeah, that shows.
But we'll be watching to see what happens with Sean Diddy, P.
Sean
Diddy,
the Diddler. That's the newest name, the
Brother
Diddler.
Love.
The
What was
Diddler.
it?
That's the name.
The Diddler.
It's like that's what he should be because that's what he is.
All we know is Jennifer Lopez got the hell out of there after that shine. That's all I know. She got the hell out of there quick.
She ain't saying a word.
Quick. Quick.
Or Jay has like been suspiciously quiet. It's like but the names is like, yeah, like I said, J B, Rick Ross, like I said, let's name some of the names that Oprah is like, it's some huge names they had on this list that people are speculating like the Epstein list is like it's like the Diddy list. I want to see that one too. I still want to see the Epstein list too. It's like the Diddy list. They saying what's the name? Barack and Michelle is like and we saw Diddy at the vote or die. Like he used to do those. Him and Barack. I saw that videos come up now. It's like so. How deep does this bullshit really go? It's like, how deep does this bullshit really go? Like I said, every year during an election year, some dumb shit happens. There it is. Dumb shit every election year. It's always some wild shit.
Yikes.
Let's wrap it up on this. The Diddler,
The
episode
Diddler.
79. It's like definitely appreciate you supporting us. If you're not a Diddler, then make sure you follow us. Give us a like and then follow us. And you can like subscribe, share, review. I'm all over the place on all your platforms. Talking Apple Podcasts, Spotify, TuneIn, SoundCloud, iHeart, YouTube, and your Amazon Alexa devices. You can follow me at Ozman the Wizard on Instagram, TikTok, and X, Oz Radio on Snapchat and Facebook as well.
You can check me out, MSIMAH626 on Instagram, TikTok, and X. Also, SDR8GLEY1 on X, SDR8GLEY7 on Instagram. Also, please like the Straight Gully Facebook fan page and check out straightgully.com for your blogs and your vlogs.
I'm Ozman the Wizard.
And Naima.
We will talk to you later. I'm gone.